Got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with me on the podcast. Shay, how's it going, man?
Good. How are you?
Good. How's your summer?
It's been long.
Yeah.
A little bit longer than it has been.
It's been long, hasn't it? Yeah.
But it was fun. Eventful. It was fun.
Yeah. Give me one thing you feel like you improved at over the summer.
I think I improved off the ball offensively.
Okay. Yeah. So was there intention on trying to play well off the ball so you could play with Josh, or was it just something that you wanted to get better overall?
Yeah. It's something that I wanted to get better at overall.
Mm-hmm.
I think that'll make me more of a complete player.
Yeah.
I think the best players can do both, play on and off the ball.
Yeah.
So something I wanted to obviously get better at.
Yeah.
Now it does help Josh and guys that like to have the ball.
Yep.
They can have it a little bit more and I can play off. But yeah, it's something that I wanted to focus on.
Yeah. So there's a lot of conversations regarding player movement on Twitter and on podcasts and things like that. And one that surfaced is the idea that maybe you would want out of Oklahoma City because of the losing the past 2 years. What are your thoughts on that kind of speculation?
Yeah. Obviously we have lost more than we'd like to in the past couple of years. And it's not fun. With that being said, though, I know what I signed up for, and I signed a 5-year extension.
Yeah.
And I don't think we're going to be losing for much longer. So it's not like I signed up to lose or anything.
Right.
I believe in this team, believe in the players we have on this team, and I think we're headed in the right direction, and we'll be where we want to be soon.
Yeah. How closely did you follow the draft process? Like, did you watch the lottery, or were you keeping track of that, or did you have like somebody text you afterwards? Oh, we got the second pick. Like, what's your process there?
The lottery, I didn't really watch too closely.
Okay.
Like the number we got.
Yeah.
But the draft, I watched closely.
Okay.
And I like to like not know anything and just watch like.
So as far as like talking with Sam or anything like that, you just would rather
like we'll communicate and ask me questions and stuff like that. But like in terms of who we're picking, I don't like to know. I like to just watch and like I'm at home on the TV and be surprised.
So you're like with friends, or like what does that look like?
Yeah. I was in Paris.
Okay.
During this year's draft.
Okay.
But usually I'm at home with friends watching the draft.
Okay. Cool. We can hold the mic up just a little bit. Yeah, no, you're good. So what did you think of the selections? Like, did you know any of these guys beforehand? Like, how much do you research on the players that are in the draft?
Yeah, I don't do too much research.
Yeah.
Obviously, I knew of Chet.
Yeah.
You hear about him everywhere.
Yeah. Of course. Yeah. Were you excited when they selected Chet?
Yeah, absolutely.
Did you have any insider knowledge that they were going to take Chet, or you?
I didn't.
Okay.
But I would have chosen Chet.
Okay.
So I hoped that we got Chet. We got him, and I was excited.
Yeah.
And then as far as the other guys go, I didn't really know too much about them.
Yeah.
I didn't, honestly. And then being around them in Vegas and then playing with them a little bit.
Yeah.
Obviously going to respect and love their games.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on Usman Jang specifically? He's a very unique player.
Yeah. Super young. I didn't know how young. I didn't know two things. I didn't know how young he was, and I didn't know how big he was.
Yeah.
He's huge.
He's giant. He's like 7 feet.
It looks like it, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously, kids that size, and being able to move like that don't come around often.
Yeah.
So he's unique in that. Has good feel for the game. Now he's young. He's going to take some time to get his feet wet and stuff like that. That's expected. But he's talented for sure.
Yeah. And then they drafted 2 guys named Jalen Williams.
Right.
What do you think about those guys?
Both Jalen Williams, 2 different players.
Yeah.
J-Dub from Santa Clara he's very talented.
Yeah.
Plays both sides of the floor. Reads the game well. Doesn't force anything. Gets to his spots. He knows what he does well, and he does it. And he's got a heck of a career ahead of him, I believe.
Yeah.
And then J. Will, the type of player he is, every team needs on their team.
Yeah.
Takes charges, offensive rebounds, sets screens. And then he's a little bit more skilled offensively than guys give him credit for as well. Can shoot a little bit, can put it down, can play, can hand off, can roll in the pocket and make a floater. He's better than guys think too, for sure.
Have you taken a charge on him yet, or is he taking a charge on you yet?
We haven't got to. He's been a little banged up, so we haven't got to like really play.
Okay.
But yeah, nah, I'm not taking a charge on him.
Yeah.
He'll probably try to take a charge on me, but hopefully I'm not out of control.
Yeah.
So hopefully we don't get to that.
Yeah. How are you feeling, by the way, with your knee? I mean, you have the 2 weeks. I guess you're a week out now from being reevaluated. But how are you feeling today?
Yeah. I feel pretty good. I think I'm heading in the right direction for sure.
Yeah.
As far as timetable, not sure yet.
Yeah.
Obviously we'll go back and forth with medical staff, Donnie and stuff.
Yeah.
To figure out what that looks like. But I'm getting better every day. I feel good.
Yeah. Good. You have a really unique game. Like I've led the league in drives for the past couple seasons. Your like deceleration game is like really unique. Where does all that come from? Like where'd you learn to play your style? Was it watching a specific player? Was it guys that you played with back at home? Where did you develop your style?
So I think growing up, I was never the most athletic kid. So I had to figure out ways to get the spots on the floor. I had to figure out ways to get my shot off.
Yeah.
So I think it just has become a skill I've learned.
Yeah.
Naturally. And then the past couple of years, I've worked a lot with my strength coach back home and the guys here in Oklahoma City. Mechanically, decelerating and accelerating.
Yeah.
And trying to maximize my athleticism in that way. I think it's helped the past couple of years for sure.
Have you worked with Chip England at all so far?
Chip? No, I have not yet.
Shooting coach?
Yeah, not yet.
Yeah, okay. Are you aware that Sam Presti refers to you and Lou Dort as the Molson Twins?
No, I didn't know.
Have you heard that?
No, I haven't heard
He said that the other day in his presser. I'd never heard that before. One is very funny, but I never heard anybody say that.
I don't even know who the
before.
Molson Twins are.
So it's kind of hard to explain. So Molson, I guess, is a beer company that's in Canada.
Okay.
And so that's where that comes from. But then it's like a tie to the Olsen twins, like Mary Kate and Ashley Olsen.
Okay.
I don't know.
No, I never had.
I guess Sam is sitting at home thinking he's sitting on his own. I don't know. Okay, besides you, of course, who's the best dressed on the team?
Off the top of my head, I would say Bays.
Okay.
I would say Bays. I would say Bays. But we have guys that are like just getting into it really. Like Lou's just getting into it. Like the rookies, I know you get drafted, you get a little money, you get more into it.
Yeah.
And a lot of the guys are like competitive about it. So this year will be fun to see who.
Okay. So I have these 5 cereals here. I want you to rank them in order. So give me your fifth, your 5, all the way through 1.
Okay. Whew. Cinnamon Toast Crunch, 5.
5.
I don't like cinnamon, so that just rules
Shay,
it out.
this is bad. This is the worst start that someone's had today.
I just don't like cinnamon.
Okay,
Cinnamon
doesn't like cinnamon.
No.
This is okay. All right.
Fruity Pebbles
Is next.
4.
Okay, that's good. This is trash cereal. Yeah.
Cracklin Oat Bran.
Have you had Cracklin Oat Bran?
No,
Okay.
but it's healthy, so it's healthier.
Yeah.
Than the other ones.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna give it a 3.
Okay. I think you told me last year that you liked Chex with chocolate milk. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cheerios with chocolate milk too.
Cheerios with chocolate milk too.
Rice Krispie Squares with chocolate milk too.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna go Captain Crunch Berries
Okay.
at 2.
Okay. Cheerios at 1.
Cheerios at 1.
Is this like a health thing mostly, or what's the deal here?
I think it's the best of both worlds.
Okay.
So it's healthier. And then Cheerios, you could throw chocolate milk in. You could throw a little bit of sugar.
Okay.
You could throw a fruit in there.
Yeah, I'm with you there.
Then you get Honey Nut Cheerios.
Yeah.
Then you could just put milk.
Yeah.
But then you can also put chocolate milk. Yeah, there's just so much you can do with Cheerios. they just win no matter what. That's my favorite cereal.
Okay.
So I knew these were 1.
Yeah.
And then the rest of them, they were gonna come after.
Okay. So you're not much of a sugar guy.
No. Cheerios.
Okay.
Plain Cheerios.
Okay.
Throw some strawberries in there.
Okay, I can respect it. If we had Fruit Loops or Fruity Pebbles at the top, I don't know what we could do.
Yeah, I might as well just eat candy.
Yeah, for real. You still getting down to some gummies?
I've slowed down a bit.
Okay.
The older I get, the more I slow down.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of it, but
yeah,
I've slowed down a bit, and I felt a little different in my body. So
yeah,
it's not the worst thing in the world.
Yeah. Shay, thanks so much for coming on the show. Appreciate you. Good luck this season.
All right, appreciate it.
Will you look into the camera and say, I'm Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and I'm down to dunk?
I'm Shai